on the banks of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Tennessee Volunteers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
As I caught up with the Longhorns head coach before the game, he told me that his quarterback deserves all of the Heisman attention that he is receiving. We have seen what he's been able to do through the air. He is top 5 right now in the country in passing touchdowns, and he continues to improve in his ball security. I believe he belongs in that conversation for Heisman Trophy, but we'll keep you posted. This could change the course of the season, but right now, he is on track to hear his name called in New York. Back to you.
All right, Holly. And the Volunteers headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Keeping it on the ground inside. It Smothers. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Red pass, it's complete. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play. So it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there. Because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. And you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. Drives inside. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
Texas 7, Tennessee 0.
Out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. inside. It's Morris. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. First down for this offense. On the run, it's Beal. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Out wide right, it's Matthews. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. The Volunteers send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Searching for space. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Throwing Manning. Right side, it's Smothers.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll keep it on the ground. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I'll tell you, when I hear Texas football, I think about Bevo and I think about great running backs, man. Earl Campbell, Ricky Williams, Jamal Charles, Bijan Robinson. This dude seems like he's the next guy in that long list of game breakers at the position. He's got everything you look for in a great running back.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Running inside, it's Smothers. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. They give it to him again. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They put a drive together, first and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
A first down run in the red zone. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Manning looking to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Now here's Manning. They'll run the screen. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on fourth down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive, and that will extend their lead even further. He'll bring it out. It's Dodson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Hits inside. It's Morris. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Texas. The defense takes matters into its own hands. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. First play of this drive. Out wide right, it's Beal. I like this, taking the safe play, getting the positive gain, and seeing if you can build some momentum.
And I think it's making the right play, Reese. That's what quarterbacks get in trouble sometimes when they get too aggressive and then they get behind the sticks a little bit. I see a lot of space, take advantage of it, get it to my running back, let him chew that up, and now it's easier on the next down.
Second down coming up. They'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. He makes the catch. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. The Vols come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Drops back on first down. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll send the back in motion. They just keep firing. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. And the Vols will hustle to the line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Right side, it's Matthews. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. Trying to find the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Volunteers. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. The officials blow the whistle to stop play. There is a Longhorn shaken up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Arch Madness. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. At the 35, he's loose. Turning it on. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. To the air, it's Manning. The quick out. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Just a short pass to the tight end. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go play action with Manning. Fires to the middle. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Here's Manning to throw. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. Let's begin with a look at Virginia taking on the number 9 team, the Louisville Cardinals. And it's the Cavaliers, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. And maybe, just maybe, this win helps them turn their season around. They get back to 2-3 on the year.
So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like,
Snags it, and there's running room. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Fires to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Second and long here. Looking for a gap. It's Morris. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. Here's Arch to throw. Release to the back. Out wide right, it's Smothers. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding it. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Might as well give it to him again. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are
flying down the right side. Inside the touchdown, Texas. Rolled his way into the end zone.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Under pressure, and here's a fumble way behind the line. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Back's got it on the screen. He'll be brought down at the 32-yard line. Good job by the defense to keep him away from that first down marker. It's fourth down.
And listen, third down and long is such a hard spot.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snaps on fourth down. He will be stopped short of the... to gain, and they'll The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Open space at the 25. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, a big reason why they're up on the scoreboard is because of how successful this guy's been running the football. And in this position, at this time in the game, with the lead, you want to keep doing that. You want to ice the game. This guy's getting better as the game goes on, so keep handing him the football.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Run in the red zone, it's Simon. Stopped in his tracks, he got nothing, it'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Arch is going to throw for it. Turns it upfield. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
Need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Got it, looking for the 1st down. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Longhorn! And the pummeling has started. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Quick give. It's Beal. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and
It's picked off, and another empty drive. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
What a great play by the linebackers. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
They give it back to him. They put the brakes on it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's fourth down. And the Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the Gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. He'll try to do it himself. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe two, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Long way to go on second down. From the gun, looking for a man. Lets it fly. And it's picked off for the third time today. This offense has it with really good field position. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute, you got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Handoff again. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
This guy's been running hard all game long in the fourth quarter now with that last run. He's now at 99 yards rushing. One more carry away from potentially reaching that 100-yard milestone that all running backs covered.
The Longhorns come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Right at the line. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, it's helped set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
And the Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. They can stop the clock a couple of more times, and they need to get it back fast, down 2 possessions as the clock keeps winding down. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. The defense still has a couple of timeouts at its disposal, but down a couple of possessions, the offense will take a knee. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Not only the scoreboard, but the clock on the side of the offense as they take a knee, though the D can stop it a couple of more times.